Hello, everybody. Ella J here on behalf of SEScoops, and today I am joined by the 7-time Impact Knockouts Champion, the legendary Gail Kim. Gail, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Of course, I am so happy to formally speak with you this time. You are the genius, one of the producers behind the Impact division, of course. So for you, we've been seeing a lot of talent coming signed to Impact Wrestling and all. So what are your thoughts on this, I would say, new wave of talent we've seen recently with Masha Slamovich, Lady Frost, Gisele Shaw, etc.?
When you said that, honestly, just like when I was wrestling, my passion and that love for women's wrestling has never wavered. And when I see new talent, like at Knockouts Knockdown, when I saw Masha, I wish people could have seen what was going on backstage, because it was probably the highlight what was going on backstage, to be honest. Because it was like, I knew Masha. She did a match against what we call an enhancement match against Havoc years prior. And then to see her a couple of years later to what she became, and that chemistry with Deanna in there, I was like, oh my God, we need her. We need her. Get Scott. And there's Jimmy Jacobs backstage. I mean, there was a crowd backstage, and we're like, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen as the match is happening. So I knew the match was ending soon. I was like, make up your mind. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to make the call. And they're like, well, what if she says no? And I'm like, well, we got to take the chance. And then so we went ahead and we did it. And now she's working for us. And I just see the brightest future for her. And I think we're all excited to see what she's got.
Of course, too. And I mean, Gisele Shaw, Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Champion, Progress Champion. She has a whole list of accolades. She's had a few appearances with Impact in the past, but why now? What put her on your radar for now to sign to Impact Wrestling?
I actually wanted her for a little while because I saw that she had a really athletic side, and we were kind of lacking a little bit of the high-flying action, and I like a little diversity in terms of our athletes, and so I always had her in my mind, and I mentioned her a few times, and we finally asked her, but she was in the UK, and she kind of was happy there for the moment. And then I would say maybe 2 months later or so, a very short time period, she changed her mind, and she said, okay, you know what? I've accomplished what I wanted to in the UK, and I want to be part of the Knockouts. And I said, I think that's the best decision you've ever made, because you can go back to the UK, work for Progress while you're working for us, make a name for yourself here in the United States. And, I've just been aware of her for years now, so I just thought she'd be a great fit.
Do you kind of feel like a locker room leader? I mean, there's Madison Rayne, there's Mickie James, people have been in Impact for many, many years. Do you kind of feel like a locker room leader, or who would you pinpoint as one of the leaders?
That's kind of hard to say. I mean, because I was a locker room leader in my era, I guess, it does kind of translate, but I think the girls kind of see me as office management now. And so Mickie is kind of that great, and like you said, the Madison Raynes, the people who have kind of come from my generation, that have experienced a lot more that they can go to. And listen, even when I'm talent relations and I'm talking to the girls, even if I'm talking to them, like, I still think like a talent sometimes, and I'm giving them advice, I always tell them, even though I'm office, so if you're not comfortable with me, go talk to Mickie, go talk to Madison, go talk to whoever you're comfortable with. I just want everyone to be happy and to feel like they can be the best version of themselves when they're doing what they love, and ultimately that's what brings success.
I mean, too, and speaking of success, Dallas, Texas has been a huge success in professional wrestling for you. Personally, what's your maybe favorite part about Texas?
Oh my gosh, I mean, I've had some memorable matches here. I've also in Texas broken my collarbone here, and not that that's a good memory, but even the bad memories, you can look back in hindsight and laugh at them and say, wow, okay, that was quite an adventure. So I just love the state of Texas because the fans have always been there, amazing. They love all parts of wrestling, the entertainment aspect, the athletic aspect, and as you can see here, it's a draw, right?
It definitely is. I mean, we're live from WrestleCon right now. And to close things out, Gail, I mean, the Knockouts division and Impact itself has made so many strides over the last few years. What do you kind of hope for next, or what can we expect next for the future of Impact Wrestling?
Oh my gosh, I just want us to keep on going on this continued path. We've always done great since 2006 or around that time, just right before the division was started, and they've never stopped being so supportive when it comes to women's wrestling. Our last pay-per-view had 4 women's matches on the card, and even I was blown away. Like, wow, we're at the point where we have 4 matches, and they all deliver. We get time. More than anything, I just want all those women out there to have opportunities and to feel like they can come to a place where they know they're going to be supported, used correctly, and be the best version of themselves.
Of course. And Gail, before I let you go, can you please tell the listeners where they can find you on all your social medias?
I do not have Facebook, no Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and it's Gail Kim, it's me.
Gail, thank you so much for joining me live here from Dallas, Texas at WrestleCon.
Yes.